Hello, my name is Josh. I'm one of the physiotherapists at Physio SA, and this is another one of our educational series. And today I'll be talking about some advice regarding tennis elbow. Tennis elbow is when you get some pain on the outside part of your elbow, and often it can come on with things like a repeated gripping activities or using a mouse or typing, things that you've done repetitively over a period of time. And often you'll get very specific pain just on the outside of your elbow. So there's some other terms for that, but we commonly know it as tennis elbow. So things that can help with that in the acute phase, so you go through some different phases, and initially it can be really sore and hard for you to use your arm or hand or to grip things, and then you have a stage where you can use it but you still might have some pain in that area, and then an end phase where you're coming out of that painful, you can start to have more strength through that. The problem with the elbow is coming from either the tendon or a combination of the tendon and the nerve that comes down through your arm. So in that acute phase, when your elbow is really sore, there's some good advice to help try and reduce your pain levels. So it's really important that you're stopping that aggravating activity, or whether that's adjusting how you're using your mouse or your keyboard, whether that's stopping using the secateurs in the garden or using them in the other hand, or trying to offload that elbow whenever way you can, so modifying the activities that you're doing. You can also use things like ice, so make sure you've got something between the ice and your skin, so a cold pack on that area for up to sort of 15 minutes at a time can also be useful to reduce your pain. So there's things like that particularly the modification of activity that are going to help settle things down. In this situation, in this acute phase, there's also two really important exercises that are really gentle and can help with the pain as well. So one is what we call the resisted static contraction, where you have your hand off the edge of preferably a table or something like that, so the underarm here is supported, and you're putting a bit of weight or gentle pressure down through the top of your hand, pushing down towards the ground. And you're just gently resisting, so we're getting a contraction through these muscles, but you're not pushing really hard at this stage, and you're holding for about 30 seconds if you can. And you try and repeat that 3 times, making sure you're holding for that 30 seconds, and you use this every 4 hours or so throughout the day, and this can be a good way to reduce your symptoms. The other one is trying to target the nervous system through that arm as well, and trying to get that to mobilize and free up a little bit, which can help with pain as well. So you pop one hand out on towards the wall, have the elbow slightly bent, and you can gently either tilt your head to one side, or you can try and straighten the elbow, as long as it's not going into pain. That should feel just a very gentle stretch through there. And again, this can be done relatively regularly throughout the day, but again, it shouldn't be going into painful areas. So it's still important to come back in and see your physiotherapist, one of us, to progress you through with your different programs and strengthening up that tendon so it can withstand more load and therefore be less painful for you. And that needs specific exercises and tailored to your person, to your individual situation with whatever you're doing at work or the aggravating activity. So very important that you touch base and get some advice on how to manage that the best that you can. These do take a long time to settle down, or can do, but with the best advice you're going to be on the right track. So thank you for watching today. Hope it's been educational for you. Just a quick reminder, if you're getting pain or any discomfort with the exercises, and it probably means that you need to discuss that with your physiotherapist, and I'll come in and see one of us here.